When 13 bald eagles were found dead in a field, federal agents were summoned due to the protected status of the national bird. Initially, the cause of their deaths was a mystery. However, investigators soon uncovered the actions of a farmer and the reasons behind them. The bald eagle is our national bird and a cherished symbol of the United States, embodying the fighting spirit of America. Unfortunately, this majestic bird of prey was once endangered. Today, it is protected under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act and the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. Therefore, when the bodies of 13 bald eagles were found lying in a field on a farm in Federalsburg, Maryland, it was a heartbreaking sight. The deaths were immediately considered suspicious, prompting an investigation. Tragically, it would take years to uncover the cause. Authorities observed that the bodies were intact, with wings splayed and talons clenched, as reported by the Washington Post. The ages of the 13 birds ranged from very young to adult, representing the largest die-off of protected birds in over 30 years. The mystery of what happened was puzzling. Disturbingly, more bald eagles were found in another field not far away. Although those birds were found alive, they were disoriented. 3 ended up dying while 2 others were successfully treated. Still, what was causing this symbol of our nation to die in Federalsburg was not known. Although it was immediately suspected that humans were behind the deaths of the birds, most likely by way of poisoning. Please help us solve a mystery. The Maryland Natural Resources Police wrote on their Facebook page shortly after the 13 bald eagles were found dead in Federalsburg. It is the largest concentration of dead bald eagles in Maryland in 3 decades. The investigation is a joint effort with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. There is a $10,000 reward being offered for information leading to the resolution of this incident. Eventually, that reward increased to $30,000 for information leading to a conviction, as the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, American Bird Conservancy, and several other charities chipped in, hoping to bring the guilty party to justice. It is deeply disturbing that 13 of these revered birds appeared to have been killed either deliberately or through reckless negligence, Darren Schroeder, Vice President of Government Affairs, said. Either way, we at American Bird Conservancy will do everything we can to help the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service track down those responsible and bring them to justice. A necropsy was conducted on the bodies of the birds at a federal lab in Oregon, and years after their deaths, the results of those tests have finally come to light to reveal what happened. As suspected, it was not a disease that killed the birds, but poison. Specifically, someone used carbofuran, one of the most toxic known pesticides, which the Environmental Protection Agency banned in 2009. Since carbofuran is one of the few pesticides effective in fighting a species of aphids that ravage soybean crops across the country, many farmers fought to lift the ban, but it was upheld by the Supreme Court in 2011, and the ruling was made for good reason. For one, the chemical is used in Africa to kill lions, so just imagine what it can do to smaller animals and even humans. But we don't have to imagine. We know, and it's not pleasant, to say the least. The chemical causes diarrhea, vomiting, and seizures. It also prompts glands to secrete fluids, causing animals to drown in their own fluids, a toxicologist explained, describing the horrible death this chemical can cause. According to Annapolis Patch, in addition, carbofuran is highly toxic to birds, as Cornell University's Pesticide Management Education Program's description of the substance points out. In this case, it proves that 1 granule is sufficient to kill a small bird. Incidents have occurred when birds ingested carbofuran granules, which resemble grain seeds in size and shape, or when predatory or scavenging birds have ingested small birds or mammals that have eaten carbofuran pellets. These birds weren't the only animals to suffer from this farmer's neglect. Federal investigators say other animals were also found dead in the area, including a raccoon carcass that appeared to have been ravaged by raptors. It's possible the raccoon found and consumed an old supply of carbofuran, died, and the eagles fed on the carcass. In turn, they would have been poisoned by the toxin. This chemical is dangerous for humans and animals, the radio station WNAV wrote in a post on Facebook. After submitting a Freedom of Information request and revealing the test results, we hope that people, particularly farm owners, will check their properties for any remaining toxic substances and encourage their neighbors to do the same. Farmers are the backbone of America. We rely on them for our survival, and it is crucial that we can trust them with our essential food supply. Whether this issue arose from intentional actions or negligence, Such oversight is simply unacceptable. This harmful substance has no place in our country, especially when it comes to our food. What do you think of this video? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.